Alrighty, thank you, Bone. It's wonderful to be here, everyone. Thank you all for coming out. This is an amazing showcase for all of us, and it's pretty amazing to get the gold team after working so hard on it. But my name is James Coddington. I'm with the IP is in, specifically for UNMC's Global Center for Health Security, and let's just go ahead and get started. So just a little bit of background about the company that we work for. UNMC, it's a very big healthcare provider throughout Nebraska, but specifically we work with the Global Center for Health Security, who primarily focuses on infectious disease research. They focus this research to help hospitals with education and training about other infectious diseases, such as COVID, and the main thing that they also work with is consultations to make sure that these hospitals are properly adhering to everything that they need to adhere to make sure nothing spreads at all, so we don't get another pandemic type of situation. So just quickly, our stakeholders are Angela Vassa, Tess McKinney, and Tracy Gady, as well as we've worked with many nurses throughout UNMC, and we are also sponsored by the CDC. Just a quick look at our faculty team. We have Melanie Kugler-Wright as our project manager, Mark Antonson as our coach, and Vinod Variam as our tribe lead. And quickly, just our development team, we have Ariel Monson, our product manager, Ben Cook, developer, myself, James Coddington, squad lead, Evan Ports, a developer, and finally, Court Hamill, another developer. So what was the problem we were tasked to solve? Rural hospital infectious prevention control programs are historically under-resourced and they're not up to complete standards. Now, in order to combat this, UNMC uses in-person consultations to send out people to go and check everything out. But these can be expensive and time-consuming. If you can look at the map, these are all maps of rural hospitals, and so sending out someone to the panhandle is going to take a lot of time and resources to get them out there. They also have current remote consultation solutions, such as Zoom, but since it is not owned by UNMC, there are some security concerns, and it also provides inaccurate depictions because it is a one-way camera, so people can be hiding it from the users to maybe show stuff that they don't want to be shown. So the solution we built is a 360 live streaming web application. It includes voice over IP, so that's just talking to people as if you were in Zoom. And it is streamed and hosted over AWS. I'm gonna hand it off to Ariel to talk a little bit more about our website.
All right, so just a quick overview of what we built. When you navigate to our web app, this is the first page you will see, our main landing page. Basic sign-in, register functionality. Our sign-in page, of course, also has a forgot password link. So on the chance you haven't signed in for a while, you've forgotten your password, you can also get that reset. Once you are signed in, you will see our user landing page. From this page, users can see any upcoming consults as well as consults happening today, which can easily be joined by clicking the join button. All users can also view any previous consults they've been invited to, update their user settings, and log out of their account. Any users who have admin or director privileges are able to see that schedule a consult button so they can schedule meetings as needed. Anyone who doesn't have those privileges will not see that button, so you will not have people just assigning random meetings. Anyone with an admin role as well through that settings button can add or remove admins and directors as needed as permissions change within the system. Once you have clicked that join button I talked about, you will see our video stream page. Each user has its own unique session, so when you're panning, you don't have to worry about moving anyone else's screen. Everyone can see what they need to see. You can connect a VR headset as well, so you can have a more immersive experience while watching the live stream. You can see a list of participants on the side and talk to those participants through our voice over IP system. And if you want to leave the meeting, you'll just click the top navigation bar and it'll send you back to that user landing page we just saw. I'm going to go ahead and send it off to Court for talking about our server.
Thank you, Ariel. For the server side of things, Amazon Web Services, or AWS, has been both our best friend and our worst enemy. We're able to use Media Live Service to capture and send out that 360 VR HLS live stream. We have an EC2 instance running both our client and our server-side code, and a MySQL RDS database to hold all of our account information. For the two-way communication that James discussed, like you would on Zoom talk to one another, we use Dolby's Voice over IP API, and to do our database manipulations and calls, we use the Express package running on a Node service. The value we're trying to create for our sponsors is we want to create a robust proof of concept for them. This is not a finished product. It is a prototype, but it's something that they can build upon in the future to later deploy. The main thing that they wanted us to hit was that ability to perform the 360 video in VR. The value created to us as a senior design team is we learned a lot about negotiating with sponsors. In our field, we have to speak with clients, and there always has to be a lot of back and forth to try and find that middle ground from what they actually want and from what we are able to do in said time constraint. Another thing we found very useful was maintaining creative workflows. To us, this means while everything does have to get done for the project, obviously, working on things that we enjoy doing, we tend to have a greater and more efficient work product. I want to thank you guys for all coming out here today. It's great to see everybody. A huge thank you to our sponsors. They stuck with us all year. Huge thank you to Mark as well. Please come over to our booth and check it out. We have some candy there. Yeah, thank you guys.
We would also like to ask if Tess, Angie, and Tracy, would you all like to come down? We do have some awards for you. I would also like to say while they're coming down, Mark, we don't have your award with us currently, but I just want to talk a little bit about our coach, Mark. He was an amazing coach this semester, or past 2 semesters, and he's actually helped solve a critical issue in our streaming process. He taught us how to put Wi-Fi over the camera, which if you would like to come to our booth, we can talk about a little bit more. But thank you so much, Mark. You've done an amazing job fighting for us this semester and helping us throughout a lot of things. So I just wanted to give a good shout out to Mark.